Ma'am, please, just 1 second, please, ma'am, please ask.
Thank you. General, my name is Aarti Tikku. I'm an editor with the Times of India. I come from Delhi. My question is, if the local recruitment has come down, has the infiltration increased? Because it seems that there's a huge discrepancy in your assessment of how many militants are present in Kashmir and in the number of militants who have been killed in the last couple of years.
First of all, as was told earlier, the recruitment has come down. Secondly, the infiltration in the recent times, the recent 1 or 2 months, because of the heavy snow and the weather and terrain conditions, has more or less not been there on the LC part of it. Notwithstanding that, there have been infiltration from the other routes, that is from the IB sector and areas south of Jammu, in the area of Samba, Hiranagar and Pathankot sector. That infiltration is continuing, and we have reports of that. And there is also an incident of Jajjar Kotli, which you are aware, which happened. So infiltration is happening. Pakistan is carrying out the infiltration into Kashmir for the results that they want. Notwithstanding that, the number has reduced in the recent past on the LC. And the elimination of terrorists in the hinterland and limited recruitment in the past few months has brought down the number below a threshold in the Kashmir Valley as of today.
Zafar, wait, Zafar.
I just have a question for you.
Now after Zafar.
Sir, there are reports that Adil Dar was detained in the past. How many times he was detained, Adil Dar? Suicide bomber. How many times he was detained, and how did he fall from the security radar there?
No, I am not privy to the information that we don't have any such report. There was some speculative report which was there in the media that there was an operation, 2 people killed and 1 person was out. So, but that is not correct. We don't have any such report.
Yeah.
There are 2 questions. One, was this an intelligence failure? Because the corridor was, if convoy was going on, the corridor was not secured as per the SOP of all the agencies involved. One. And the second thing, you talked about the surrender policy. The cousin of this guy who was the bomber, he is in jail in Kot Badwan. He has reportedly joined the militancy. He came back to family and he was arrested. He was again arrested after 2 months, and now right now he's in Kot Badwan. So essentially, when you are saying come back and you join the mainstream, it didn't happen in case of his cousin, the bomber's cousin. One is that, and this is the second thing. After this attack happened, there's a whole harassment going on the highway by the armed forces. I went 3 times on this road since past 4 days. People are being asked to come down the car. It's fine, but they are being thrashed also. I have personally seen people getting thrashed, bikers getting thrashed who are traveling on this highway. So what do you have to say about that?
I think you partially answered your question yourself. The first question was, how did this car come onto the highway and other things? As you are aware, before this incident happened, the convoys and the civil traffic used to move alongside, and no one was being checked, no one was being told to stop, no one was being denied any entry into the highway. And this is what you said in the later part, and now it is being denied. That means what was happening earlier led to this incident. So I don't agree with that part of thrashing and all. There is no such incident which has come to, if you let me answer this. I also see things. So as of now, there are certain restrictions which have been put on the movement of the civil traffic when the convoy is moving. We are trying to work out the modalities as to how best it can be streamlined so that no harassment or minimum delay is caused to the civil traffic. Since this has to be put in place, it's early days. We are working out the modalities, and it will be passed to the civil through the civil administration to the complete public so that they can plan their movement accordingly, depending on the convoy movement. As regards what happened on the ROP and other things, the ROP, like I will request IG CRPF, the ROP was well intact. It is just that a stray vehicle can enter from anywhere, which it did enter, and the investigation is going on. But if you like to say something about the ROP part, I request you.
On the day you're talking about 14th, the ROP was well laid. There were more than 22 companies doing the ROP that day, apart from the army and the Jammu and Kashmir police. The incident happened because of a vehicle which was later than an ID. So as the Corps Commander said, we were not stopping traffic. So that led to the incident. The ROP itself was had fully secured the entire national highway. So the SOP was totally followed. Now we are changing and stopping the civilian traffic when the convoy will move. Accordingly, the SOP will be changed to stop the civilian traffic at that stage.
Yeah.
Sir, surrender, what should I ask? Sir, question about the surrender. Sir, question about the surrender policy I asked.
Sir,
I'm sorry, I'm asking.
yeah, just please.
Neha Masih from the Washington Post. Sir, two questions. One is, if the top leadership has been eliminated, what is the current strength in the valley now? And as you said, the local recruitment has dipped, but last year was the first time, I think, according to the figures that I have seen, where local militants were higher in number as opposed to foreign militants that were killed. So how do you reconcile the two?
So the exact number, another thing is again an operational requirement. So I would not be able to share on this house on that number. But of course, last year, as you are aware, there were 252 eliminations, and that has also some impact in the sense the vintage element. What is important is that in terrorist circle, if you have old elements who are there, they keep on recruiting people. So when 2018 started, you had a number of top terrorist names. Today, when you want to name them, the numbers have significantly reduced, and when these numbers reduce, that has a direct bearing on the recruitment and as well as on the terror actions. So that is how we are trying to tackle it, and as I said before, there is a strong investigational measure which we have introduced and which we have started pushing it. So I'm sure with all these things are going to look good.
सर, टोटल नंबर ऑफ मिलिटेंट्स घाटी में कितने होंगे और उसमें फॉरेन मिलिटेंट्स की तादाद क्या होगी?
Now you.
I think he's already answered that question.
Yeah. Sir, to your right.
Yeah.
So you mentioned recruitment dipped in the past.
After this, ma'am, you.
But this year, nearly 200 militants have been recruited, local, basically. Which is the highest rate.
Yeah, I mean, the question which has been answered in some form or the other, request not to repeat the same question in a different format. So you can ask something new.
That lady to your right.
Okay, ma'am, please.
Yeah, ma'am.
Yeah, ma'am. Ma'am, please, if you can speak louder.
Take the mic.
Sir, I'm Rahana from NTV Hyderabad. I traveled here from Avantipura से लेके पुलवामा and श्रीनगर. काफी आदमियों से मैं बात कर चुकी हूँ.
तो आप फिलहाल दो तस्वीरें देख पा रहे हैं. एक तरफ तो ज्वाइंट पीसी चल रही है जिसमें केजेएस ढिल्लन और आईजीपी कश्मीर के अलावा आईजी सीआरपीएफ भी मौजूद हैं. तमाम सवाल जवाबों का सिलसिला उनके साथ चल रहा है पुलवामा मामले को लेकर. लेकिन दूसरी तरफ आप देखिए एक और तस्वीर, शहीद शिवराम के परिवार से जुड़ी हुई उनका बेटा जिसको मुखाग्नि के लिए लाया गया है, अंतिम विदाई दी जा रही है और अंतिम विदाई देने की ये प्रक्रियाएं जो हैं वो फिलहाल आज झुंझुनू से टीबा गांव जो कि पैतृक गांव है शहीद शिवराम का, वहां की सीधी तस्वीरें आप देख पा रहे हैं. और बड़ा गमगीन माहौल होता है, लेकिन निश्चित रूप से जिस तरीके का एनकाउंटर हुआ कल और 3 जैश आतंकी मारे गए, उस एनकाउंटर में आतंकियों से लोहा लेते हुए, सीना चौड़ा करते हुए, फक्र से अपनी जान दे गए हवलदार शिवराम. और फिलहाल शहीद को सैन्य सम्मान के साथ, राजकीय सम्मान के साथ अंतिम विदाई का ये पल है. परिवार के तमाम लोग जुटे हैं. शहीद का बेटा परिजनों की गोदी में है और निश्चित रूप से ये पल परिवार के लिए दुख भरा है, चाहने वालों के लिए दुख भरा है, जानने वालों के लिए दुख भरा है, लेकिन देश के लिए गर्व करता है ऐसा पल, क्योंकि देश इस पर हर्ष करता है, अपने वीर सपूतों पर हर्ष करता है कि उनके लिए अपनी जान की कीमत सिर्फ इतनी है कि देश की सुरक्षा हो जाए. और जाहिर तौर पर गार्ड ऑफ ऑनर के साथ में, सलामे शस्त्र और शोक शस्त्र के साथ में अंतिम विदाई दी जाएगी झुंझुनू के शहीद शिवराम को. और उसकी सारी प्रक्रियाएं फिलहाल आप देख पा रहे हैं तस्वीरों में कैसे चल रही हैं कि तिरंगे में लिपटा हुआ पार्थिव देह शिवराम का, जिसके अंतिम दर्शनों के लिए वहां पर भीड़ उमड़ पड़ी है. झुंझुनू के आसपास के जो इलाके हैं वहां से भी लोग आकर इकट्ठा हो गए हैं और साथ ही साथ पैतृक गांव में जो तमाम ग्रामीण हैं, जानने वाले हैं, रिश्तेदार हैं, वो सभी लोग यहां पर जुटे हुए हैं. और साथ ही साथ जो सैन्य अधिकारी हैं वो इस वक्त मौजूद हैं और पूरे सैन्य सम्मान के साथ में शहीद को अंतिम विदाई दिए जाने का ये क्षण, ये पल फिलहाल आप देख पा रहे हैं. तो अंतिम पलों की ये विदाई आप देख पा रहे हैं और जिस तरीके से भारत माता की जय शहीद शिवराम अमर रहें ये नारे लगते हुए यहां सुनाई पड़ रहे हैं। पुष्प चक्र देकर उनको श्रद्धांजलि दी जा रही है, नमन किया जा रहा है। और आप देख पा रहे हैं किस तरीके से तमाम सेना के जवान और लोकल पुलिस के भी लोग यहां पर मौजूद हैं ताकि व्यवस्थाएं सही तरीके से रहें, किसी तरीके की अव्यवस्था ना फैले। और चूंकि भीड़ बहुत ज़्यादा ऐसे मौक़ों पर हो जाती है, लोग देखने के लिए उमड़ पड़ते हैं, दर्शन के लिए उमड़ पड़ते हैं, अंतिम दर्शन कर ले हर कोई व्यक्ति जो वहां पर पहुंचा है। सबकी यही चाहत होती